If you are thinking about a move to the Raleigh area and you want to be close to a greenway trail or a park and be able to walk to it from your home, we are going to be hitting some of our favorites around the area in today's video, so stay tuned.
All right, so the first neighborhood we're going to talk about today is Oxxford Hunt in Cary. So this is more what I would consider central Cary. You're about 10 minutes from downtown, and it has its own greenway trail called the Oxxford Hunt Greenway that connects into Bond Park, which is one of the coolest parks in Cary. It's 300 acres. It's just a really beautiful area.
Yeah, for sure. It's a huge park, you know, at Bond Park, you know, there's playground, more greenway trail system. There's like a big, I don't know if I should call it a lake. It's probably considered a pond, but it's pretty big. You know, you can like rent
really good size.
You can rent paddle boats and stuff. There's a little boathouse, and at least in the season, you know, I think they serve like snacks and they have food trucks and concerts out there. So really a really cool park. So being able to walk to that would be really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of my favorite things too about this neighborhood is the price points. Price points in Oxford Hunt are in the mid 500s, which is considerably less than the single family average in Cary. So, you know,
and this is the most affordable neighborhood we're going to talk about today, by the way.
Yeah. So that's really awesome. And we're not trying to sound crazy by saying homes that are $550,000 are affordable, but when you look at it in a lens of comparing to what's surrounding you, it is. And one of the reasons for that would be the age of these homes. Like average year built is like 1988. Things built in the 80s tend to be a little smaller than things built today, right? So average square footage is about 2,100. Still plenty of space for like a family of four, or if it's just one person kind of looking or two people looking. So definitely a good option if you're okay with an older home. A lot of people like that because usually your yard's a little bit bigger, and sometimes the homes have a little more character. Yeah,
they do. But the beautiful thing is for the mid-fives in Cary, you can get a neighborhood that has greenway access to arguably the best park in Cary as well. So it's really cool.
All right, so next on the list is Picardy Pointe. So this neighborhood is beautiful. You've got easy access to get you right into Apex Community Park. It's, however, as confusing as this is going to sound, this is in Cary, even though it connects into Apex. It's right on the border, so you are right in between like downtown Cary and downtown Apex. You kind of get best of both worlds with that location. But Apex Community Park is a 160-acre park, really large. They've got athletic fields, playgrounds, this huge lake with a trail around it.
Lake, so it's substantial.
Yeah, so lots of greenway trail access just from right here in the neighborhood, and easy access to just get in if you wanted to use those other rec spaces.
Yeah, and Cindy mentioned Picardy Pointe being beautiful. It truly is. It's a really beautiful neighborhood. Price points are going to be in the upper sevens. So it's going to be on the higher end of the neighborhoods that we talk about today. Not the most expensive, but I guess the next most expensive. As far as age of homes and average square footage, so the average home in this neighborhood was built in the early 90s. I think it was 1991 is the average year that it kicked out. Roughly 3,200 square feet, so substantially larger than Oxford Hunt, which we just came from. But in general, like Cindy said, this is another Cary neighborhood, even though it's right on the border of Apex, but it is a really wonderful option because to have I know we said like a greenway trail neighborhood. This is more of a neighborhood that doesn't necessarily have like a greenway trail, but does have great access to a wonderful park in Apex that has trails within the park.
Yeah, so if you're just looking for a paved place to bike or walk, still a great option, and you can access it from the neighborhood without having to drive anywhere.
Exactly. All right, the next neighborhood we're going to talk about is Montvale. So this is in West Cary, and I promise this is the last neighborhood in Cary that we're going to talk about today. There is a theme, but that theme, I mean, Cary has the most greenway trail access.
Yeah, outside of Raleigh, technically has more mileage, but Cary just has so much that feeds into neighborhoods.
Yeah,
so it's been kind of
exactly. But what makes Montvale a great choice when it comes to greenway access is it has an access point to the American Tobacco Trail, which is a 22-mile trail that runs basically from Apex all the way up into Durham. It's paved. It's not the largest trail we're going to talk about today, but it is a substantial trail for our area.
Yeah, it is really nice, especially for those like marathon runners or bikers that don't want to have to get on and off of trails like into road systems and stuff. So it's nice that it's just that long for people like that. So it's great to have that connection point here within the neighborhood. You could probably tell from behind us, these homes look a lot newer than some of the other ones we've hit on today. The average build year in Montvale is 2021, and there's still some homes continuing to be built right now. This is a luxury custom home community. And with that being said, price points are higher and
significantly higher.
Home sizes are also a lot higher as well. Price points in Montvale are averaging around 2.3 million right now. There is a lot that is much lower than that, still in the million range, but also much higher than that, above 3. So you really are, it's really going to be house dependent in Montvale. Like with them all being so custom, the sizes can really vary. The average size currently is about 4,800 square feet. So definitely the largest homes we're going to be talking about today. So if you're looking for that luxury custom feel with trail access, this is a great option.
It is. All
right, next on our list is Bedford at Falls River, finally getting us out of Cary. This is in North Raleigh. It is so close to the North Raleigh to Wake Forest kind of border. So if you're interested in Wake Forest, this is a good one to add, even though your mailing address would still be Raleigh. But Bedford is such a cool neighborhood. It's really unique because there's a lot of different like phases and sections, you know, and within there, I just feel like it has a lot of charm to it. It kind of feels like you're like in a little Hallmark movie or something, like a lot of tree-lined streets. Just really cute. And it connects into the Neuse River Trail, which is the longest trail we're going to be talking about today.
27 miles.
27 miles, really nice. And it kind of goes along the Neuse River. So not all of it obviously has river view from it, but a lot of it does. So it's very serene.
Yeah. And 27 miles. So it goes all the way from North Raleigh into Clayton.
Yeah.
So it is a substantial trail and really awesome. So Bedford, as far as price points, you're looking mid to upper 6s, average year built 2025, average square footage about 3,000 square feet.
2025, not built yet?
Sorry. 2005.
2005.
Yeah. Overall though, I think out of the neighborhoods we talked about, Bedford is probably my favorite, just based on how Cindy described it with the tree-lined streets, the unique housing styles, its proximity to everything close by, the massive trail system that the Neuse River Trail is. Like, it's a really wonderful neighborhood.
Yeah, but also right before he said this, he said, I think Picardy Pointe's my favorite one.
No. Out of what we talked about today, Picardy Pointe is definitely number 2.
Number 2. Yeah. It's hard to be. I mean, Bedford also has a lot of other amenities as far as like pool, and there's some commercial space that's kind of a little bit within the neighborhood, and then a lot right outside of the exit of the neighborhood. So it's a very convenient location for that as well. So if you're kind of looking for like, if you want like a lot of those amenities, but you don't want to be in that $1 million price point, like I feel like Bedford really kicks a lot for its punch. Yeah. And not that far from Bedford, honorable mention would be Harry.
For its punch.
Yeah. Pregnancy brain. You also, we have to do an honorable mention for Heritage, also in Wake
100%,
Forest. Kind of has a similar feel to it overall, to Bedford, I would say, and a lot of good trail access.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly a lot of neighborhoods we didn't mention today. We only went through 4, but these 4 have really great. They either have great access to the park system that's close by, to like substantial parks, or they have just great access to substantial greenway trails.
Yeah. So lots of good ones. And if you want to know more about other options, like obviously there's way more than 4. We could probably make a list with 30 options for you, but you know, we couldn't fit them all in one video.
Yeah, exactly.
So that we just hit on a few of our favorites today, but definitely lots of great options, lots of great neighborhoods, and lots of different feels for all of those neighborhoods too.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. We are a couple real estate agents in the area. So if you are looking to buy or sell, our team would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can find our contact info below, and you can also reach us on Instagram.
Yep, you can reach out to us at the Honeycutt Realtors on Instagram, or you can follow our other account, the RDU Buzz, kind of going over restaurant reviews, parks, trails, different things kind of around the Raleigh-Durham area. And if you're not an Instagram user, we'd love to have you connect on our website, honeycutteam.com, and we look forward to connecting.
Yep, we'll see you next time.